Alright, in this video, we're going to talk about the solving exponential function with the one-to-one property, okay? So in classroom, we mentioned all about a base. Base the same, we can cancel out. So activate our ego eye, all about a base. So number 17 in classroom, we mentioned about what is my base? The base, you could say that, oh, the base is a 3. You are correct. So all about a base. So this tells me base is 3 to the power x plus 1. Good. Now I need to think about, can I rewrite this 27 to a base 3 to what power? So you know that 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So base 3 to the power 3 is 27. So therefore, I got it. All about a base. Base the same can cancel out. So 3 and 3 cancel out. What do I left? I got x plus 1 is equal to 3, aka x is equal to, both side minus 1 will get x equal to 2. So this is what we mentioned about all about a base with the one-to-one property. No calculator. All right, number 18 in classroom we mentioned about AAA. What is my base? You may say that, oh, it's a 1 over 5. That is correct. But remember what we talk about. We do not like fraction. So when you take a look at the 1 over 5, you can say that, hey, I can rewrite this as 5 to the negative 1 power. Okay, so then we'll say that nothing wrong with my original power, which will be x plus 1, okay? And then at this moment, you say that, oh, the power now it's become 5a. That gives us an information, which will be, can I rewrite the 125? To the base to what power? So 5 to the power, as you can see, will be a power 3. So that will become the base 5 to the 3 power equal to 125. So all about a base. Base the same, cancel out. Now distribution, you know that negative 1 times x will be negative 1x, and negative 1 times 1 will be negative 1. That is equal to 3. Housekeeping. So there are many ways to do that. So you can say that, oh, can I both sides plus 1 be my guess? And you can say that, oh, I get negative x equal to 4. But remember, I don't want negative x. I want x equal to what? So therefore, both sides I can divide by negative 1. And that gives me my final answer. As you can see, x equal to negative 4. Perfect. No calculator. Moving on, all about the base. Base the same, cancel out. Ooh la la, love it. My base is e, so do not overthink. The base cancel out. What do I left? I got x to the power 2 plus 6 is equal to 5x. Now what? Remember, when we see the power 2, we think about the factoring, right? So I'm going to set it equal to 0 to solve that. So that becomes x to the power 2 minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Now first and the last. So factoring what two number times together give me x squared. That had to be x times x. What two number times together give me 6 and also add up to negative 5. That will be negative 2 and negative 3. Now, with your awesome ego eye, you know that I should have a 2 answer. One is x equal to 2 and one is x equal to 3. And you are correct. And that's it. Moving on, all about the base. Now, in classroom, we say that, so what is my base? Well, the base is 7. Very good. Now, you got to recall something we talk about. Hey, I don't like the square rule, but what do we know from previous rewrite? We know that if a square root of 2, I can write it as 2 to the power 1 over 2. And we also mentioned about the cube root of 2. I can rewrite this as 2 to the power 1 over 3. What happens if I have fifth root of a number 2, okay? I can also rewrite this to 2 to the 1 over 5. So you got it. So step 1, I need to rewrite this ugly radical number square root. So all about the base. As you mentioned about the base is 7. I know nothing changed. But. I know that this ugly square root will be 343 to the power 1 over 2. Now, all about the base. We know that 7 is my base. can I rewrite this 343 to a power? So this tells us, well, in your magical calculation, right? 7 to what power? That gives us 343. I look it up. That would be power 3. So what we see is what we got. 7 to the x power is equal to 7 to the power 3. That is equal to this guy. But don't forget, I also have the 1 over 2 as my original power. So what do we say? All about the base. Base, the same, cancel out. So the 7 drop down. What do I see? I see x is equal to, do not overthink, 3 times 1/2, that just be 3 over 2, and you are amazing, and that's the perfect answer. Done. 21. Okay, kind of like a review, all about the base. What is my base? Do not overthink. 2 is my base, so you know that, Miss O, 2 is the base. And what do we say? Miss O don't like fraction. So step 1, I'm going to rewrite this 1 over 64 as 64 to the negative 1 power, okay? Now, activate your eagle eye. Original, you have a power x, so therefore the power x still remain power x, and that is equal to 2 to the power 3x plus 5. Now, you can say that as all about a base. 2 is my base, which tells me I had to rewrite the 64 to the base is 2 to what new power? So 2 to what new power? That gives me 64. The power will be 6. Now, do not overthink. I still have the original, which will be a negative x, right? That is equal to 2 to the 3x plus 5. So all about a base. Base, the same. That can cancel out. Very good. Now, what do we left? We got negative 6x. It's equal to 3x plus 5. Housekeeping. So you can say that as both side plus 6x. Very good. Both side plus 6x. That cancel out. I got 0 equal to 9x plus 5. Okay, what's my next step? Both sides I'm going to minus 5. Then I got negative 5. It's equal to 9x. Very good. And if I want to solve for x, what do I do? Both sides divide by 9. So seeing is believing, my final x, it's equal to negative 5 over 9. Ooh la la. Perfect. All right. Very last one. All about the base. Now, I like the way you guys say that base is 4. Very good. But. Do you have a quick calculation? Base 4 to what power? That will equal to 32? Nah. Never. So therefore, the base is not 4, okay? Now, let's think about this one. Step 1, if you still struggle, let's do it. Step by step. 4 to the x minus 2 is equal to, again, I do not like a fraction, so I can write it as a negative power. Very good. Okay, now all about the base. Since we mentioned about they had to be the same base. So 4 and 32, what can we do to make them have the same base? What if I made a 4 as a base 2 to the power 2? That will be 4. Now remember, original, I also have an x minus 2, so leave me alone. So now, what will be the new power to change 32? To base to what new power? That equal to 32. You can say that, that will be 5. And don't forget, original, I have a negative 1. So now, all about a base. Base, the same, cancel out. What do we left? We get 2 times x minus 2, that is equal to 5 times negative 1, which will be negative 5. Distribution, I got 2x minus 4 equal to negative 5. Combine like term, right? So 2x is equal to negative 1, and x is equal to, negative 1/2. Perfect. No calculator. Cool. So remember, all about the base exponential function. When we try to solve that, you got to think about all about the base. Base the same, cancel out. Have fun with that, okay? And that's all for today.